bad oooh. Oh bad oooh. That is how Nigerians say when things are going bad. Oh bad oooh. But I'm talking about former Governor Obado and the lady Sharon. Kenyan laws and other similar laws bar anybody from commenting on an active case. This case at the time of shooting was not yet concluded. But you'll see that of very many recordings I've done, I have only failed twice. All of them have come out to be true. The one about the presidential standard, the presidential flag, I was slightly wrong. And the one where I said the body would be the CDF and not Ogola, I was completely wrong. Those two. But all others I have always passed with flying colors. And so if I wait for the Obado case to be concluded, and I come up and say that this is how I was thinking, there is no way I can prove that. But then again, there is also the risk of contempt of court. But does that mean that judges go to social media? And if they go to social media, does it mean that judges are influenced by social media contents? They are supposed to be blind of anything. Like we are now having floodings in East Africa. They should, when they're in court and someone comes up with a flooding case, they act as if they are learning from that person. Because they are guided by only two things. They are guided by the laws of the land and the evidence presented. Now, we are to this case of Obado. The first mistake was both of them, they are to blame. I don't know who proposed, but whoever proposed and whoever accepted are both equally wrong. Because relationship between people of different generations is bad. It is bad for you to have a relationship with somebody of the age of your children. And also it is equally wrong for you to have a relationship with a person of the same age group as your parents. So it was wrong from the word go for the two to have a relationship. And when they had a relationship, it is evident from what has happened later that Sharon was there for, she already had a kid and there was nothing wrong with her getting another kid or even kids. But from what I have learned, or what we have learned, is that she was in it to use, we know of cases where women use pregnancy to trap people. Once she was pregnant, she started using the pregnancy as a weapon. Suppose she should not have done pregnancy, maybe she would still be alive or whatever. One of Obado's sons says that he started getting in direct message through his social media where a young lady was introducing herself to him as his potential stepmother. She would even show the bulging stomach and saying, that is your brother or that is your sibling in the making. She's dead, but that does not mean that when one dies, we clean him or her of past. It was unfair and insincere to have done that. She started using her pregnancy. We have had such cases. We have had such cases where women, after getting pregnant, they use that pregnancy as a sort of blackmailing. A very good example is Charles Nyachai, Justice Charles Nyachai of the East African Court of Appeal. Justice Nyachai, Charles Nyachai, had a similar experience, and he was not ready to get married to the lady concerned. He was not ready to get married. So he wanted at least to give her hush money. She gives birth to the kid, and he pays her whatever they have agreed. But she kept on increasing and threatening to go public. So Charles Nyachai hired a lawyer, and the lawyer told that lady, if you don't take that money, you can as well go public. Nothing would happen. So I think that is not good. So she started doing that. And what I think must have happened, I don't want to use the word may. I want to say what must have happened is that the information reached Mrs. Obado. The information reached Miss Obado about this lady. I don't know how married women behave, because married women can do anything to preserve their marriage. We have a case, people call it Mutwatetu case, but I can say that when Mangondu conned Gashanja, the former commissioner of land in Kitengela, Gashanja's wife secretly planned to kill Mangondu. So women, to preserve their marriage and to do what? Especially the elderly women, usually do organize even murder. A lady who has never even imagined how to kill a bull will suddenly plan to kill somebody to preserve her marriage. Let's take the case of Murwatetu. Gashanja had informed his wife, the sister to Murwatetu, that he had been conned off land by Mangondu. So she decided that Mangondu has to die. Now, if you look at that case and compare it to Obado, Mrs. Obado now comes and learns that there is a lady who is moving around with her husband, who is even cyberbullying her children. Then she organizes with the members of staff in the governor's office to kill the intruder, or so I can call her. So that is what happened, and that is what the courts will find.